All right, guys, welcome back. Another day, another video. So today we have some updates. We're still trying to make some progress here. Every day we try to make a little progress. It is raining very lightly. It's like a mist right now. It's just kind of misting, and we are forecast to get some rain. So I am happy that it's going to rain now after I wasn't all year. Everything's planted, everything's in. So if it rains now, what I'm looking for is just some rain to make that lime up there a little bit stickier than it is. The other day it was a little bit windy and it was making little lime tornadoes, little dust tornadoes, and it was blowing all over the place. So get a good pounding rain to try to get it washed in. That'd be nice. But anyway, and I've been keeping an eye on the weather forecast pretty close. Just try to see what the deal is for next week for haymaking. So I had a guy drop this off. I didn't even look at it yet. This is a canopy for riding mower, lawn and garden tractor. I don't know, he had asked if I'd want it. I said sure, drop it off. So I'll have to see. Maybe it'll fit on the Husqvarna. Who knows? We'll find something to do with it. Anyway, update. The back of my pickup here today, I ran and got the other tires for that fertilizer spreader. Like I said, these are the Firestone 13.50 16.1. They're like a turf tire, like a flotation type tire. As far as I understand, this was what he had told me. He had gotten some flat tires and he had taken them away to get fixed, and in the meantime he just stuck those 10120 truck tires on and just left them on. So these were fixed. That one is holding air for sure, and it has a brand new looks like a brand new valve stem. It has a little bit of crackiness around it. I think it was sitting in the sun, was where it was stored. And this one, I don't know if it was flat. It seems like it could use some air. But he had said that they were both fixed. So I do want to put these tires back on the spreader, so all four tires are the same, before I unhook it and put it away in the storage. So we might get to that. Update. What else did I want to mention? All right, hay rake. So you guys remember the whole saga with the John Deere hay rake. I basically put it away in the storage. I was going to use this. This was my neighbor's, and he had said that I could use it. He didn't want to sell it right away because he wasn't sure if he was going to make a little hay. Well, when I went over today, I actually saw him today. I went over and I paid him for the fertilizer spreader, so we got that paid. And he asked me again about the rake, if I wanted the rake. I said yes, so I bought the rake. So that made it made me feel a lot better for sure, because I didn't want to use somebody else's piece of equipment, because if I break it, I'm gonna not feel the best. I don't like borrowing other people's equipment. It's just wagon or two, that's not a big deal, but I just didn't want to do that. So we did buy it. So we own the rake now, and we own the fertilizer spreader. So the bills are paid for that. So that's good. Now that it's my rake, I'm gonna check it over and have a couple tines missing. And if you remember with that John Deere 3-point hitch hay rake, I did put all brand new tines on. That cost me a fortune, all new tines. So if those tines on the John Deere will fit onto this, and I don't know if they will or not, we'll have to see. These bars actually look a little bit bigger diameter. I'm hoping I can use them. I really am hoping to just swap some over from that rake. Haven't decided what I want to do with it. I just kind of have it sitting there in case I need a rake or a backup rake. So anyway, I've been talking about hay rakes for a while. You guys have been commenting on different styles, different models. Basically, I don't want a 3-point hitch rake. I don't like 3-point hitch equipment. I don't want 3-point arms on any of my equipment. It's just kind of my own personal thing. I'd rather have a pin that you put in. I do like that it is PTO driven, the John Deere. This is a ground drive rake. I would like to have the dolly wheel assembly for it. I don't know if the International and the New Holland are the same. I'm not sure. Just because of the rolling hills we have here. The reason for those dolly wheels is the front of the hitch here basically follows the drawbar of the tractor. And if you have the dolly wheels on, basically then the whole rake can follow the contour of the ground. You won't have the lifting of the drawbar as it goes up and down. It just kind of makes it nice. So that's that update. We have we own the International 35 hay rake. So this is now PA Farms. So we're going to put it to use. I want to go over it really well, make sure everything's adjusted right. And there's, I don't know if this was a hitch pin that he had made. I don't know. I have to figure it out. I didn't rake with this ever. So I might be surprised and I might not be. I don't even know. Like I say, he said it was ready to go, but I never used it. Basically, the biggest thing he told me on this hay rake, there's a big patch here that he had put on, this big piece of steel that he had welded on here onto this disc because something was cracked in the disc or something was tore out. Anyway, he said that disc was a couple $100, so he had patched it with a piece of steel. So it's not a big deal. That'll work fine. So I'm hoping it's going to work out. I'd really like to use this year. And since it's mine now, I guess I can think about painting it. We'll do that this fall. I am going to paint this rake just to make it look a little nicer. It'd probably be fairly easy to paint, just white and red. We'll have to tape it off here for the white, and the decals I'd have to try to see if I can't get the decals. But we are going to paint it just because, and I'm still debating whether I want to do some on the hay bine, if we want to paint some of that. So that's the update there. I still have my fertilizer spreader sitting here from the other day. I think I left you guys. I was going to put all 4 tires on the match, and I was going to put it where the 560 is here and unhook it and get the baler hooked up. So might do that. It depends on how much it's going to rain today. If it's going to be pouring here in a couple hours, I don't really want to be messing around. But all right, so those are the updates. We got the rake, we got the tires. So we're slowly picking up equipment here for the farms. Things I've said I've been needing, like a rake, and we got a tedder. I said I needed a tedder. Just slowly, there's still things I need. I mean, you're never gonna have everything. Never gonna be totally equipped. I do need a hay elevator yet. Right now, it's looking like I'm gonna be using that old same paddle type elevator that I had used last year. And again, that's not mine, and I haven't decided if I want to buy it yet or not. So we'll see how it works out. So I would need a hay elevator eventually. But, all right, so the other thing is I want to get the sprayer flushed out. The last time I used the sprayer was for the soybean pre-emerge. So I want to get it all washed out, get the boom flushed out, cleaned out, because the first thing I'm going to be using that now, or the very next thing I'm going to be using that for, is corn post-emerge. So I want to get it all flushed out, get it cleaned out, washed out, and get some water in it because it won't be long. The herbicide that I'm using in the corn, you can put on anywhere from V2 to V8, somewhere in that range. So it's not terrible out here. The weeds aren't totally terrible, but want to get that ready. And then of course we're going to be experimenting with our Genesis Ag products, those micronutrient packs, the carbose, the sugar, and it's going to be a lot of foliar. And we're going to be spraying an awful lot, I think, this year. It's going to kind of be spoon feeding the corn as it grows. So, all right, guys, let's see what else we get into. This was just a quick update after the corn planting. Some things that happened here as far as equipment purchases. Running out of space in the shed, but like I said, I can take my vehicles out of here. We'll have some more room. So, all right, see what else we get into today. All right, guys, so back with you here on this tractor canopy. This won't work on this model of tractor. The canopy says Craftsman, but a lot of times these are universal. You guys probably know I put a canopy over every piece of equipment I have. It's nice being out of the sun, but this isn't going to work. I think I'm missing part of it. I think this bottom subframe, I don't know, I had it setting on the fenders and it just didn't seem like it was up high enough. Didn't look like it was. Bear with me here. Let me just set it up on the fenders. I don't know. It just doesn't. It seems like I'm missing a piece that's supposed to bolt onto here or under. Maybe it goes under the fender. It can't go under the fender. It's going to be way too low. So I think I'm missing something here. And the guy that had it. The guy that gave it to me had it given to him, so he couldn't use it. So he'd asked if I would be interested. I'm guessing in here is the yeah, look at all the grass on the, I don't know, wait, there's, I hear metal clinking in here. Oh, look, this is in bad shape. Is this a full cab or what the heck is, look, the mice chewed it. Yeah, the mice got into this thing, this cover. Oh, I see. It's more than a roof. This here, yeah, this here is a full tractor cab that mounts onto that Craftsman. Yeah, it mounts onto that frame. I'm guessing this is your front windshield. Yep, and this goes over the tractor. I think the mice chewed it up, unless the guy cut out parts for the deck. Yeah. Well, I don't have a snowblower for this, and this is missing some parts. So I guess we'll set it on the steel pile for now until we figure out what we want to do with it. Nice idea, but that's the full cab, so that's more for like snow blowing. I thought maybe it was a roof. They do have on Amazon a roof for this. You can see here where the holes are. To put a roof over your head, it just kind of sticks in, and I don't know, you read the reviews and everybody was complaining that it just rattled and banged around and it just drove them nuts. Some guy even tried to bungee it tighter and had ratchet straps on it, and it just rattled around. I can see that. So it's just a lawnmower. So there's a full cab. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but we can store it, figure out something. All right, thanks for watching. All right, so this one is definitely fixed. It has been repaired. There's enough air in it. I just checked, so that's good, solid. It does have some cracking here, but I can't see it blowing out. They're 8-ply. It might. I don't know if there's a tube in it or not. Maybe not, but it's holding air. The guy said that was fixed a couple years ago, and it's still up. So we'll see. I'm willing to put it on. And this one over here is no good. This one's flat. So I don't know if it's flat from sitting for a couple years or if it just needs some air. I'm going to put some air in. If not, then we're going to have to fix this tire, see if we can't get it fixed. Don't think I've ever have to find a tube for this tire. I'm not sure what size it would take, but we'll look at it, get it apart.